Hello again, YouTube. NES Complex here. This is part 3 of a 4-part series about collecting video games. I know there are a lot of videos about this topic, but I'm hoping that I have something to offer you. In this part, I'm going to be talking all about keeping track of your ever-growing monstrosity of a collection. The other parts I talk about finding and building your collection, cleaning the games in your collection, and then in the next part, it's going to be all about organizing the massive collection you have. I hope you check those videos out. If you haven't already, please do so. And I hope you enjoy this one. Let's go. The first thing you want to do when collecting for a specific system is find a master list of every game released for that system. For whatever system you want, just search it in Google, it's pretty easy to find. Once you get that master list, you want to keep track for yourself of what games you currently have and don't have. Now what I did is I went into Microsoft Excel and I started entering every game that I own. As I got new games, I would delete them from the master list and just add them to my list, my growing list. Now Excel is a great program to do this with because it's easy to sort things by alphabet, and if you want to in other columns put companies that, who made the game and things like that, you can do that as well. Now a list is absolutely necessary. If you don't have a list, you may find yourself going out on the wild and accidentally rebuying games you already have. So I highly recommend you do this. Now, if you'd rather go digital instead of carrying around a paper list, I often recommend to collectors a series of apps called the Retro Collector Suite from puregaming.org. Now, when you open this app up, you're going to notice there's tabs along the bottom. A tab that will show you all games, a tab that'll show you just the wanted games that you really want in your collection, a tab that'll show you remaining games to get, a tab for your entire collection, and then a tab for stats and settings, which we'll look at in a minute. Also, a very important feature along the side is a quick jump feature, where if you push a letter of the alphabet, it'll jump right to it. But when you click on a specific game, we'll look at Castlevania, it'll bring up the box art. So that right there is pretty cool, and you can switch to just the box art by dragging up or down. You can select if you have the cart and manual, if you have it complete with the box, or if you don't own it. So those are easy to change. You can also toggle between wanting it on your wanted list or off your wanted list. You can make notes about the game if you wanted to talk about if there's any scratches or damage to the label or something like that, so you can rate the condition. You can put in the number of copies. You can also put in little anecdotes maybe about how you got it. If you click the Info tab right here, it'll show you first of all the main listing rarity, and this is something that you can sync and that automatically syncs every week. That tells you about how rare it is on a scale of 1 to 12 for some reason. You can see how much the cart typically goes for, how much cart plus manual goes for, and how much a complete copy typically goes for. Now that's just their recommendations. On this side, you see what other users have input, and these figures are probably a little more realistic because that's how much people actually paid for them. You also can go to YouTube and watch videos about the game, or you can go to eBay and see if you can pick a copy up for yourself. So you'll notice also that games on this list are in 3 possible colors. There's games that are black, blue, or red. Black means you don't have it and you don't necessarily care to have it. Blue means that you do have it, and red means that you want it, that it's on your wanted list. Now if you click over here on the Stats and Settings tab, this will open up a lot of cool features. First of all, at the top of the screen, you'll notice there's a little blue bar on a white background. That's showing basically a percentage of completion. It says right now I have about 38% completion. It'll also give you your total value of your collection as it currently stands. It'll tell you your most rare and most valuable games. Now the tabs here, settings will allow you to change the currency from dollars to whatever other currency you want to use. And you can also do a sync of all the prices and rarity as they currently stand. You can look at the trophy room. Now this is really cool because it gives box art of your top 16 rare games and top 16 most valuable games. Sort of a cool addition. You can add custom games. Let's say, for example, you have a homebrew game. You want to add Sweet Home or something like that. Or maybe you have multiple copies of Legend of Zelda, one is the gold cart and one is the gray cart, and you want to add that there, you can easily add them to your collection. If you want to send yourself a list, you can send just your collection, just your wanted or so on, just your duplicates. You can make a list and send it to your email or send it to anyone else's email. There are other systems besides the NES Collector, SNES Collector, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Game & Watch, PS1, the Master System, and also the Genesis Mega Drive Collector. So any of those systems are currently supported. And lastly, you can visit Pure Gaming's website, their Twitter, or their Facebook. So that is the NES Collector app. But you know, honestly, there are a few problems with this app. There is an occasional lag and it's a little unresponsive at times. It has crashed on me a couple of times, but thankfully I haven't lost any data. But even if I did, you know, I usually send an email to myself with my collection updated. A third problem is sometimes I'll be out there with my phone out game hunting and vendors think I'm looking at prices on eBay. I've had a few of them even say it. Oh, you're just going to sell this for more. I'm actually just trying to see if I have the game, but it's bothered me that they've been apprehensive about selling to me or giving me good deals. Anyway, I hope you found some of these suggestions useful. If I missed anything, if you have any other ideas as far as keeping track of your collection, please post those things in the comments below. The next video, the fourth and final video in this series, is going to be all about organizing your collection. Please stay tuned for that and check out all the videos in this series. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.